today's virtual meeting on the occasion of World Breastfeeding Week from August 1st to 7th. So we, the Ladies Wing team, decided to have a very innovative, wonderful subject, that is human milk banks. So let us start the program. Warm welcome to all of you once again. Let us start the program by IMA prayer by Dr. Neelamma. She is the state member of IMA Ladies Wing. Over to you, Neelamma. Dr. Neelamma idira? ಒಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ ಅವರು. ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋವಿನಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದುಃಖದಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸೆ ಆಮಿಷಗಳನ್ನು ಮೀರಿ ಗುಣಪಡಿಸುವವರು ನಾವಾಗಿರಲಿ. IMA ಚಿರಾಯುವಾಗಲಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೌ ದ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ವಿಂಗ್ IMA KSB. ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪದ್ಮಾ.
ಜಾನ್
ಸರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್
ಮ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸುಲೋಚನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸುಲೋಚನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜೆಸ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಸಲ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್.
ಸುಲೋಚನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸುಲೋಚನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಜೆಸ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡಿ.
See what to do. Flag salutation.
ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಸಲ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್.
You forward me the picture, man. I don't know.
ಸುಲೋಚನಾ
I'll just share the screen if you want.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dr. Janaki. Dr. Anuradha here.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅನುರಾಧ, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು?
Fine, thank you. My teacher.
ಓ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್.
I'll do the
ಪ್ರಸಾದ್.
Namaste. I will do the flag salutation. We, the member of Indian Medical Association, stand here to salute our national flag. Its honor and glory shall be our light and strength, and its course shall be our course. We pledge our allegiance to it and realizing our responsibilities as the accredited members of the national organization. We swear we will dedicate everything in our power to see it fly high in the committee of nations. Jai Hind, long live IMA. Hello?
Padma man, you are muted.
Over to Dr. Padma.
Thank you, Dr. Jesse. As all of us we are aware, August 1st to August 7th, it's a World Breastfeeding Week. The theme being for 2026 is the breastfeeding for a sustainable start in life, strengthen what we works. So quite interesting topic we just came with. So now to start with the program, a warm welcome to our Indian Medical Association Karnataka State Branch President, Dr. Veerabhadraya sir. Warm welcome, sir. Warm welcome to our Honorary Secretary, Dr. Suri Raju, Indian Medical Association, Karnataka State Branch. It's an absolute honor. It's an absolute honor and privilege to stand here in front of you to extend my warm and heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Janaki Vishwanath ma'am. She is a very wonderful human being, a great orator, renowned neonatologist in Bengaluru. And most importantly, I would like to mention that she is my teacher and guru. I did my fellowship neonatology under Janaki ma'am. So ma'am, here we are really truly blessed, and we are very happy to welcome you, and we want to listen from you the insight, learning and your experiences also. On behalf of Indian Medical Association Ladies Wing, once again, I want to welcome you for this wonderful program, ma'am. Thank you so much. I respect warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Padma. Thank you for these very kind words.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
So now to start with the program, we would like to invite Dr. Veerabhadraya sir. Sir, over to you. We want to listen from you. Please address the gathering, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. This
Yes, sir.
week is celebrated as Breastfeeding Week throughout India. So, in this week, we have to impart the importance of breastfeeding to all the mothers and kids also. So, in this view, Ladies Wing of IMA KSP have arranged this webinar. So, I wish this program to be very successful. And over to the speaker. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much for your insightful and kind words. It's time to listen from Dr. Suri Raju. He's the Honorary Secretary of Indian Medical Association, Karnataka State Branch. Dr. Suri Raju, please address the gathering. Over to you.
Respected President Dr. Veerbhadraya sir, and IMA KSP Ladies Wing Chairman Dr. Padma Prakash, our distinguished speaker Dr. Janaki Vishwanath Madam, senior friends and all the IMA members. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this very meaningful webinar on like how a human milk banks do you want to know more, organized on the occasion of World Breast Week. We often say mother's milk is the first food, the first medicine and first protection a newborn receives. But unfortunately, every newborn may not be access to their mother's milk, especially premature, low birth weight, critically ill babies, or when the mother is unable to breastfeed temporarily. This is where human milk banks can come truly life-saving. This is what I understood. IMA has been playing an important role now, educating, prevention, and creating awareness in society. And we are very fortunate to have Dr. Janaki Vishwanath, head of the neonatology and pediatrics. So I am sure her expertise will help us to understand the need of safety, functioning future of human milk banks. I want to congratulate Dr. Padma Prakash and IMA KSP Ladies Wing for choosing such a relevant and very compassionate and very beautiful topic. With these few words, I warmly welcome everyone and looking forward to be hearing from our guest speaker. Thank you. Long live IMA. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suri Raju, for your kind words and insightful words. Always the encouragement is there from your Veerbhadraya sir as well as from you. Thank you for joining us. I think without wasting much time, let us start the program. I invite Dr. Jessie to introduce the guest speaker, Janaki ma'am. Over to you, Dr. Jessie. Dr. Jessie?
She is muted, Padma.
John?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just prompting madam to unmute.
Mute. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dr.
Yeah.
Jessie.
Yeah. Sorry. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೈಗೆ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. Okay. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce to the gathering such a renowned person, Dr. Janaki S. Raghavan, who is a senior consultant neonatologist, HOD Neonatology, Rangaduru Memorial Hospital. She completed her MD Pediatrics from Bangalore Medical College, super specialty training in neonatology from Sydney University, Australia, in charge of fellowship training in neonatology in IAP and NNF. Started the Human Milk Bank in November 2021, Sharada Human Milk Bank at Rangadur Hospital, which has saved hundreds of premature babies, recipient of Presidential Award from NNF for exemplary service to newborns in 2024. This is our renowned speaker today, a senior consultant, Dr. Janaki S. Raghavan. Ma'am, please, we welcome you.
Thank you. Dr. Jessie. Padma, if I can be made the host, I will share my slides.
Okay, John,
Madam, you are co-host, ma'am. Already you can share.
you can share, ma'am.
I can share?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Namaste and good evening to all. It's a pleasure to be here and I thank Dr. Padma and the IMA for inviting me to this prestigious meeting. Thank you very much. Today's topic is human milk banking. All of us know that the most breastfeeding is perhaps the most natural and inexpensive ways to feed our babies. And we know that breast milk is the gold standard and we have to give a very, very healthy start to our newborn babies by giving them breast milk. Whether we are in a very rich developed country or in a developing world, there is nothing to beat breast milk. No formula can ever come close to breast milk because breast milk has a lot of advantages both for the mother as well as for the baby, which we shall see shortly. So if I can
You
start
can share.
sharing my slides.
Please share, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Dream
visible,
of
ma'am.
every parent, I'm sure, is to have a nice bonny baby at the end of 9 months of pregnancy. This is possible with good nutrition to the baby in terms of breast milk. But what happens is, many a time, as our secretary of the IMA already mentioned, mothers are either sick or the babies are unable to feed. Let me give you an example. We have mothers who have had severe pregnancy-induced hypertension, who may be in the ICU with pulmonary edema, cardiac failure and whatnot. Such mothers may not be able to feed their babies. Number two, we may have premature babies. For example, this is a very small premature baby. He is only 30 weeks and weighs about 900 grams. This baby is unlikely to latch at the breast and he will not be able to take breastfeeds. But should we be denying breast milk to these poor little one? Because this is the baby who is going to need breast milk more than anybody else. So in the absence of the mother coming to feed the baby, the next best alternative is what is called donor human milk. In the absence of mother's own milk, there are two terminologies here, MOM, that means mother's own milk. In the absence of mother's own milk, we give DHM, that is donor human milk. And this is the Sharda Human Milk Bank, which we have established at Rangodare Hospital. We established it in November 21. And I'm so happy to tell you that this has served hundreds of premature babies and brought down the mortality, brought down NMR to a great extent. So this is one of the recent concepts in milk feeding of babies. Now let me explain to you why this emphasis on donor human milk and why should we be establishing milk banks and what are the processes in milk bank. The milk bank is very, very strict and very, very stringent. How we collect the milk from the donors and how we give it to the babies. These are the things that I will be explaining to you. Now, why should we establish milk bank? Milk bank establishment is very, very important, especially in a country like India, because we have a lot of problems. I should tell you that 30% of babies who are born in India are low birth weight babies. That means babies less than 2 kilos. And our incidence of preterm births is about 12 to 15%. You'll be shocked to know that in the West, the incidence of prematurity is only about 7 to 8%, whereas in India, the incidence of prematurity is very high, 12 to 15%. We contribute to about 29% of all neonatal deaths world over. I'm so sorry to say that we have done a lot. Doctors and pediatricians have done a lot to cut down the infant mortality, but however, the neonatal mortality still has not come down to such a significant extent. And one of the main things that can cut the neonatal mortality is breast milk. So this is all the more relevant. India must have lot of milk banks so that we can serve our premature babies and improve the neonatal mortality rate. So what happens? In the absence of breastfeed, there is increased rate of postnatal growth failure. This is what we call as extrauterine growth restriction. The incidence of sepsis will be very high and incidence of neonatal mortality will be very high in the absence of breast milk. So the answer to improve our neonatal mortality is human milk, because prematurity and low birth weight are one of the important causes of NMR in our country. So if you can attack prematurity and low birth weight, you can prevent these morbidities. The answer is human milk. So human milk, I must again stress, can be either mother's own milk or it can be DHM, that is donor human milk, which we provide from the milk bank. So what is, you may ask me, what is special about human milk? Why can't we use premature formulas? There are a lot of premature formulas that can be used for preterm babies. But however, science has shown that the incidence of what is called intestinal ulceration, this is what we call necrotizing enterocolitis. That is a devastating illness in premature babies which can cause intestinal perforation and babies can die of peritonitis. So that is prevented by giving human milk, and by giving human milk we can reduce the number of days on TPN. We give what is called parenteral nutrition for premature babies. So once we start feeding them with breast milk, TPN can be reduced, so the cost can be reduced and nosocomial, that is hospital acquired infections, can be reduced. Once these babies are on breast milk, NICU stay will be less, cost incurred is less. So believe me, fathers and grandparents are very happy because the cost comes down. And what is very, very important, I must tell you, breastfed babies have very good long-term neurodevelopmental outcomes. That means what? Their IQs are better, their motor scores are better, their developmental scores are better. Cognition, that means intelligence. These scores are much better in babies who are fed breast milk. So I must tell you a simple clue. There are a lot of some hi-fi mothers who do not want to breastfeed their babies. The card I play is, I tell them, please breastfeed because that is going to make your child very intelligent. You want an intelligent child, a child with a good IQ, you must breastfeed. This sort of hits them and they're convinced that they must breastfeed. Because their argument is even a bottle-fed baby will grow well, he will grow nice and bony and very plump. That is not the crux of the matter. Crux of the matter is neurodevelopmental outcome. This has been scientifically proved that it is much better in breastfed babies. So either we give MOM or we give DHM. The advantages will be tremendous for the baby. And one more thing, breastfed babies, it is said that long term they have reduced incidence of obesity, overweight. You must have seen a lot of bottle-fed babies who are extremely overweight. The weight is more than the 90th centile, which is not good. That makes them have juvenile diabetes, sudden infant death syndrome, autoimmune diseases. All these things can be prevented by giving breast milk. So these are the advantages to the baby. There are a lot of benefits to the mother as well. By breastfeeding, a woman's incidence of breast cancer, ovarian cancer comes down. Her incidence of metabolic syndromes, that means diabetes, hypertension, everything comes down. And the most important thing, when a woman breastfeeds, she develops better bonding with her baby. I think this is perhaps one of the most important advantages of breastfeeding. The psychological bonding between the mother and the baby is much better. So how did all this human milk bank start? It started way back in 1909, and the first milk bank in the entire world was established in Vienna, that is Austria. Coming to our own country, it is Madam Dr. Armida Fernandez who established a milk bank in Sion Hospital, Mumbai, amidst the slums of Dharavi. Madam has done phenomenal work and she has been rightly awarded with Padma Bhushan just about 2 months ago. She is the pioneer of milk banks in India. And till to date, I'm so happy to tell you that there are 125 milk banks that have been established in our country. Our hospital, Rangodare Sharda Milk Bank, is the second milk bank in the entire Karnataka. Brazil is one country in the whole world that has pioneered milk bank. In fact, all the other developed countries, they have taken lessons from Brazil. How do you manage a milk bank and how do you provide milk to premature babies? So though Brazil is an underdeveloped country, they have created history by being an example, and they have about 207 milk banks in Brazil. In India now, we have 125 milk banks, and please note that there is a central registry. All milk banks must be registered by the central registry, and there are very strict protocols how to maintain a milk bank, and they come for inspection, and we are very, very strict with what happens. I shall tell you shortly what it is. So what are the basic policies of a milk bank? Please note that all donations are voluntary. That means mothers who have delivered babies and who are breastfeeding babies, their babies are feeding well. So we educate them. Look, your baby is feeding well. Why don't you donate a little milk to the premature babies? So this happens especially with our NICU mothers. Our NICU mothers have received milk from our milk bank. So they become all the more enthusiastic. They say, I have received, so I must also give back. So a lot of these mothers make voluntary donations. And also note that none of these donations are paid. They are not to be incentivized. Unlike blood bank. In blood bank, the donors get a little bit of money or whatever, but not in a breast milk bank. At the most, we'll offer them a cup of hot milk or whatever, or juice or whatever they want. It is not a monetary compensation. And what is very important is we should give this donor milk in a sterile fashion to the baby. But you may ask me, why is the milk charged? We charge a nominal amount of milk to the babies who need it. This is because of the running cost of the unit. The unit is pretty expensive. It takes about 40 to 50 lakhs initial investment, and maintenance also costs a lot. So the basic fee for the running cost will be charged to the parents. So who are the beneficiaries? Please note that all babies are not eligible to get milk from the milk banks. It is the premature babies less than 1.5 kilos where the mother's own milk is insufficient. Babies who have had intestinal surgeries, short gut syndrome, and unfortunately abandoned babies, or in the event of postnatal death of the mother, such babies are prioritized to get milk. But when we have milk in excess, we may dispense it to other babies, like for example twins, wherein the mother may not be able to provide milk, or a mother who has severe lactational failure because of medical problems. Such exceptions are there, but however, every baby is thoroughly screened. We get a request from the referring doctor. What are the details of the babies? How many weeks gestation? Is the baby premature? Is the baby low birth weight? All these details are collected. Then milk is given to these specific babies, because the maximum advantage of breast milk is to these premature babies. So who can donate? It is the healthy lactating mothers whose own babies are growing well. There are some people who tell us, you're taking breast milk from mothers and depriving their babies. That is not true. Only when those babies are growing well, the mothers themselves realize that still they have a lot of milk that they can give. So it's totally on a voluntary basis, and no baby is ever deprived of the mother's own milk. And it's very, very important that the mother should have a normal serology. We test her blood for HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, syphilis, etc. Also very important that the mother should not be on any medications, chemotherapy, etc. No smoking, no alcohol, no drugs. Especially these days of drug addiction, we screen mothers and see that they are not on any kind of drugs except perhaps nutritional supplements. So disqualification. Who are the mothers who are disqualified? To tell you again, mothers who are on habituating drugs, nicotine smokers, venereal diseases, and also mothers who have had an organ transplant or blood transfusion in the last 12 months, fungal infection of the breast, and varicella herpetic lesions on the breast. These are the mothers who cannot donate milk. So there are very stringent criteria. I shall show you the photograph of the milk bank. Just to tell you, the milk bank must have adequate space. This should have a space of 250 square feet, and it's always located near the NICU because the administration of the unit becomes easier. And very important, the hospital must have 24-hour generator, and it must be UPS backed because milk is stored in freezers which have to be maintained at minus 20 degrees. Otherwise, the entire lot of milk becomes spoilt. So this must be generator or UPS backed and absolute asepsis by the trained staff. So this is the picture of the milk bank. What you can see on the left is the wash area. The nurses and the mothers first wash their hands and then they go into the unit. This unit has a lot of equipment which I will show you. So the entire area of this is about 250 square feet. You can't have a milk bank in some small corridor or some small area. This is mandatory to maintain, to get registered. This is where data entry, as soon as the mother comes in, data entry is made. That means her name, all details about the mother, what problems she had in pregnancy, is she on medications, most important, as I said, her serological testing. What is her HIV status, what is her HbSAg, VDRL, etc., etc. All this is recorded in a register. The donor and the recipient know who is the recipient, who is the donor. So this is a very transparent, there is no chupke business here. When a baby receives milk, the mother totally knows this is the donor who has given me milk. And the donor also has the full right to know who is the baby to whom my milk has gone. So the whole thing is extremely transparent. So here we have a computer, a table and a register to record all this. These records must be maintained for a minimum period of 5 years. This is a very private room. As you can see, this is where the mother expresses milk. Supposing we have lactating mothers from the OPD who would like to come and donate milk. They donate milk in this private area. Also, you will see that there are a lot of educational posters. Sharda Milk Bank, giving milk to your babies, like saving a baby. All these educational posters are put up. The mother sits here and she expresses milk. So these are the breast pumps. We have two breast pumps. This is a manual breast pump. This is an electrical breast pump. Electrical breast pump, it's very, very painless and very easy to express. As I said, they have a very private room wherein they can express milk and give it to us. After we express milk, what happens? I'll just tell you an example. Supposing a mother is able to express only 10 ml, 15 ml. Another mother expresses only 20 ml. So you can't go on, sterilizing these small amounts. Each bottle, you can see these bottles here. Each bottle has a capacity of 130 ml. So what we do, we pool all this milk from A, B, C, D. There are 4 donors, okay? So we pool the milk and this is called the laminar flow. That means it's a sterile system. Under laminar flow, there is what is called a absolutely sterile field. The sister, she will pool all the blood under this laminar flow. So the pooled milk is next put into the pasteurizer. Pasteurizer is the sterilization unit. This is called steri-feed. So the method of pasteurization is what is called Holder pasteurization. So the milk is heated to 62.5 degrees for 30 minutes and then there is a rapid cooling. So this pasteurized milk totally sterilizes the milk. So there is no question of infection. Then what do we do? As you can see, there are 3 freezers here. This is the first freezer. Supposing we have 10 donors. The milk is not sufficient to be pasteurized, so we collect the milk and put it in this freezer. Okay, this is the first freezer into which the milk is put. The second freezer is post pasteurization, and this is the refrigerator which is used to thaw the milk. I will tell you next. See, please note that these freezers are maintained at minus 20 degrees centigrade. So we really cannot rely on our most unreliable KEB, excuse me for that. There is frequent electricity failure and we don't want our precious milk to be spoiled because of vagaries of electricity. So very strict, this unit is entirely air conditioned and with UPS or generator backing. So this is the unsterile milk collected from the mothers. Then it is pasteurized and then it is put into this freezer. You can see two zones in this freezer. This is the yellow zone and this is the green zone. If you concentrate, you can see this green. Can you, Padma? Can you see that green thing? So, what we do is after pasteurization, we send the milk for culture. Our microbiologists do a culture, and before the culture, the milk is kept here. If it's in the yellow zone, means the sister should not dispense it to the baby. When the cultures come negative, it goes into the green zone. Green can go. That means this is totally sterile. Cultures are negative, so this can be dispensed to the baby. This is awaiting the culture report. So this cannot go to the baby, whereas this can go to the baby. See how strict this entire system is. After collecting, pasteurization, after pasteurization, send the milk for culture. Only when the milk culture is negative, it comes to the green zone. Next, what happens? After it comes to the green zone, supposing there is a baby in the unit who needs the milk, this is the refrigerator where the frozen milk is thawed. That means 12 hours we keep it in the fridge so that the frozen milk becomes liquid milk and then it can be given to the premature baby. Please note that here the milk is totally frozen. Here it is, the process of defreezing or thawing happens in the fridge for 12 hours. Then it is given to the baby. So these are the green and the yellow zones which I told you. So please note that there is a total transparency of the entire system. There is no hide and seek. The identity of donor to recipient is all very open. There is proper labeling of bottles. These are waterproof labels. And what I must tell you is this milk can be kept safely for 6 months. So the sister labels the date. So first in, first out. Supposing today is August. Milk is collected in August. There is milk collected in April, May. That milk will be given first. April will be given first, then May, then June. So first in, first out. Because everything is labeled. So who are the staff in the milk bank? There is director, receptionist to collect all the data, milk bank technician, our senior nurse acts as a milk bank technician. There are lactation consultants. Most important are the microbiologists. You must be wondering who is this runner. Runner is a person. Our hospital has a special auto rickshaw. Supposing a mother calls in from home saying that I have collected so much milk, please send somebody to collect this milk. Lot of mothers, I'm so happy to say, lot of mothers call the unit and say, look, I have lot of milk. What do I do? How do I preserve it? So we tell her, please collect it in a steel box and put it in the deep freezer. Our runner will come. So this gentleman goes by auto to the area. We cover a distance of 5 kilometers. So this runner goes to their house, collects the milk, puts it in the ice box or a flask with ice, and then he gets it to the unit. So it's not necessary that the mother should come and give the milk to the unit. Our runner can go and collect it from homes. So how do we encourage this milk donation? This is because of public awareness posters. We have a lot of posters near the PICU, near the NICU, in the OPD, near the OT. So mothers are all sensitized, and even in the outpatient we have a continuous television running regarding this milk bank. So you can see here, donate milk, nurture tender lives. Donate excess milk, save tiny lives. Motherhood knows no bounds. Ede halu dana ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿ. Got extra milk? My mom and I can share it here with you. That is what this baby is saying. So this public education and public awareness is very, very important in order to, because this is a very new concept. People know about blood donation, but they don't know about milk donation. So we have to make people aware of this with these posters, television talks, and different posters in areas of hospitals. I'll just show you some of our success stories. This is a preterm baby who weighed only 1 kilo. The baby was in our unit for 4 weeks. He got initially donor human milk. Later, see how beautifully this system works. The mother realizes that somebody else, has saved my baby, so I must breastfeed my babies. Our breastfeeding rates become tremendously high after we started our milk bank, because mothers see, because ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, my baby has become so good, so I must breastfeed. Next, what does she do? When she goes home after a month, she will come and say, Madam, I have a lot of milk, I want to donate, I want to give back to the milk bank. Our maximum donors are our own NICU mothers whose babies have done well. So look at this cute one, same baby at 9 months. So cute, you can't believe it's the same baby. That's the value of good nutrition, breast milk. Look at this tiny little emaciated fellow papa. He's only 1.2 kg. See the naughty look on his face at 1 year. Then see these twins who weighed only 980 grams and 880 grams. At 7 months, they are around 6.5 kilos. So we put up all these photographs also in front of the NICU just to encourage our mothers to breastfeed their babies. So from whom are the endorsements? Endorsements from WHO, UNICEF, IYCF, and I'm so happy to say that the Modi government also has taken it up on a very, very serious note. The lactation counseling, they have made it compulsory, and they have started milk banks in a lot of government hospitals also. It's not only the private hospitals. Today, Vani Vilas Hospital also has a milk bank. That is the initiative of the government. Everybody has realized that milk bank can save premature babies and low birth weight babies. So the most noble donation, don't you think? Most noble of all donations is breast milk donation, because you're saving so many babies. Motherhood knows no bounds. She not only saves her own babies, but she saves a lot of other babies by donating her milk. What is very important is public awareness. A lot of lay public are not aware of this milk bank. So as doctors, all of us must spread this message. Any mother who has a lot of milk, please go and donate it to a milk bank. That is important. Please give me a healthy start. This little one is telling you, give me a healthy start, because my mama makes liquid gold. Breast milk is compared to liquid gold. So thank you all very much for a patient hearing, and I request all of you to spread this knowledge about milk donation and the existence of milk banks to save our premature and low birth weight babies. This is the need of the hour in our country to reduce neonatal mortality rate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's a nostalgia for me listening to you. You're such a great orator and eminent speaker as well. It's really enlightened. It threw a light. Like I was very keen, ma'am, to know how much has to be freezed, how do you sterilize the milk, and how does the process goes on. Thank you so much for giving such a, very informative session, ma'am. I would like to ask the audience any questions from your side, doubts, please.
Hello. Hello,
Please
madam.
tell-
Hello,
please
sir.
tell me, sir.
I am Dr. Chiniwala, past president of IMAKSB.
Okay.
So all these days we were talking about the donations of organ donation, blood donation, and body donation. But today we listened very soon noble this one cause of milk donation. So really excellently you have covered most of how to collect it, how to store it, how to pasteurize it. So thanks a lot, madam, for your excellent informative message.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
madam.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks to Padma and IMA for the opportunity given.
Hello, madam.
Hello,
Dr.
sir.
Shivkumar Lakmad. Really, no words to talk about your elaborating the things and very informative talk, madam. Thank you very much. More than that, I cannot say anything. Thanks to
Sir,
Padma and
past
all the.
president, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಲಕ್ಕೋಳ್ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ರೋಣಾಯಿಂದ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರು.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Janaki madam, thank you very much. Really, you enlightened us so many things, how it is processed, that yellow zone, green zone, nothing we knew, madam. We knew only about women milk bank is there, and babies are surviving. But the exact process and everything you explained very nicely, madam. Really, it's
Thanks, Dr.
enlightening,
Veena.
and we can educate the other people about the milk bank and this thing. Really good, madam. Really enlightening. And thank you, Dr. Padma, for organizing such a having such a good speaker to IMA Ladies Wing. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Veena.
Thank you,
you.
Dr. Veena.
Thank
Madam,
Anybody?
how safe is
Hi, ma'am.
milk bank milk?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get the question.
How safe is this milk?
Absolutely safe, sir, because after
Because it
pasteurization,
undergoes so many process, no?
yes,
What about the ingredients of mother milk, mother own milk? Is
excellent
it
question,
same
sir.
or it has got a difference? Because
Excellent
the
question you asked,
components
sir.
of MOM
Correct.
may not be there, I feel.
Yes, you are partly correct, sir. There is reduced levels of IgG and IgA after pasteurization. These are two important changes, but however, they do not become totally absent. The levels of IgG and IgA, which are the local antibodies, reduce to about 40 to 50%. So if you compare, the baby still gets antibodies in comparison to formula milk, which has zero antibodies. Though to some extent pasteurization kills these levels are not totally absent. So the baby still gets immunological advantages of breast milk. Excellent question, sir, that you have raised.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Otherwise, the calories, the protein, everything remains the same as mother's own milk, except for this loss of immunoglobulins.
What are the studies which support this, madam?
World over, there are a lot of studies, sir, that have supported. In fact, one of my fellows also has done a thesis. It has been proven that severe degrees of necrotizing enterocolitis does not happen in babies who are exclusively given DHM and MOM. Whereas babies who are given formula, they have more incidence of NEC, that is necrotizing enterocolitis, which is a disease that is specific to preterm babies and which can really kill. It's a devastating illness in premature babies.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? Dr. Anita, Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Shamala.
Padma, there's a question in the chat box.
Hello, ma'am. Anything added for storing milk? Anta ide. Anything added for storing milk?
No. Milk is pasteurized and stored at minus 20 degrees and it can be stored for 6 months. But we have never kept it for 6 months because before 6 months it is all dispensed. There is so much demand for breast milk. And I'm so glad to say Shardam Naur Krupe, our milk freezer is always houseful. So we always say it is Shardam Naur Krupe, it is Sharda's milk bank. So people are so great, our women, I tell you, they are fantastic. Not only they feed their babies, they also save other babies by donating their milk. That is why I say it is the most noble donation ever. You may donate kidney to your close relative, you may donate blood for money, but this is a donation that is totally selfless. Your only aim of donating is to save life.
Dr.
And to a
Anjali from
person whom you may not know at all, to a baby whom you don't know, you're giving your milk, which is such a noble thought.
Ma'am, one question. What is the cost to set up a milk bank?
When I set it up in 21, it cost about 40 to 50 lakhs. Now I think with inflation, maybe around 70, 80 lakhs.
Such an enlightening talk. Thank you so much, ma'am. Dr. Kaustuba from Shivamogga.
Hello.
Hello.
Please go ahead, sir.
Hello. Madam, thank you, Dr. Padma Prakash madam and Janaki madam. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಪದ್ಮಾ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ NICU ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಂದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ -20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ನ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ತಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬೇಬಿಗೆ? ನಾವು ಲೈಕ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ತಂದು ಅದನ್ನ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಬೇಬಿಗೆ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಪುನಃ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಜ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎವ್ರಿ 3rd ಅವರ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ 2nd ಅವರ್ಲಿ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ.
ಅಗೈನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಥಾ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಥಾಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಮೆನಿ ಬೇಬೀಸ್. ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 130 ml ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಟಲಲ್ಲಿ 130 ml ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಬೇಬಿಗೆ 130 ml ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ, ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ಬೇಬೀಸ್. It should be completed within 24 hours. No question of freezing it again. Once you thaw it, it cannot be frozen. ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಬೇಬೀಸ್ಗೆ.
Thank you so much.
Very practical question. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Manju, for joining and ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ವೆರಿ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ರಿಯಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಬಂತು ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಬಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೊ ಮಚ್ ಮಂಜು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
Dr. Suryaranju madam. Yeah.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸರ್.
Excellent talk, madam. Dr. Janaki madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I have one question. In India, what is the real requirement and what is the status of banks, madam? Milk banks. Is there any requirement? More requirement is there, or are we having adequate banks?
Sir, I'll just give you a little bit of statistics. There are 27 million births in India every year. Out of this 27 million births, 30% are low birth weight babies. So you can imagine about 7 to 8 million babies are low birth weight babies. Maybe in the rural area, maybe in the urban area. And premature babies are about 3.5 to 4 million. There is difference between low birth weight and premature. Low birth weight andre babies who are less than 2.5 kg anta. Whereas premature are less than 37 weeks. So ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಬ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ತುಂಬ ಬೆನಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು 1000 ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಬೇಬೀಸ್. Because we have the largest population of low birth weight babies, largest population of premature babies. And unfortunately, we also have a significant newborn mortality, neonatal mortality rate. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ breast milk is the way to. One of the important steps is advocating breast milk.
Thank you.
Good evening, Padma. That was excellent and very nice of you to introduce Dr. Janaki to our IMA crowd. It was essential, and definitely everyone has acknowledged the knowledge that you have shared, Dr. Janaki. It was wonderful. So again, this is a corollary to exclusive breastfeeds. So coming back, kindly insist that every doctor, irrespective of their specialty, insist on exclusive breastfeeds, because they think cesarean, the mother cannot feed the baby. So I think that mother is always ready to feed. It should not be a problem. So yeah, definitely. So we have heard in Vani Vilas about milk banks. And you have shared adequate information, statistics pan India, and also the incidence of prematurity. Well, thank you very much. And please again speak a few words about exclusive breastfeeds.
Thanks, Dr. Anuradha. Very good points. Well made.
Thank you.
Any other questions, doubts from the audience? Dr. Trupti, Dr. Anita, many obstetricians are there in the group, ma'am, including pediatrician Dr. Shamla, Dr. Vidya,
So
Shweta,
good to see all of them.
Siddhganga, Dr. Varsha, Dr. Prasanna. Any questions?
Dr. Prasad left. I wanted to talk to him. He was my
Dr.
colleague.
Prasad, pediatrician, ma'am.
SM Prasad.
SM Prasad.
I think heard.
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್? ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಊಟ.
ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಾನಕಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಮದ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಬಹಳ ದಿನ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಕೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಝೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ನಿಮ್ದು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿರೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. So we also got more knowledge about it now. At least we know something what can be done in Bangalore and other places and so on.
Please spread the
Thank
word,
you for
Dr.
accepting
Prasad.
our invitation, Dr. Padma Prakash. Has coordinated so well for the.
Yes.
ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಆಸ್ಪಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಮಂತ್ ಇದು, ಬ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀಡಿಂಗ್ ವೀಕ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನೀವು ಬರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಪದ್ಮ.
Very nice.
Thank you.
ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇದು, ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad.
So any doubts? Dr. Tripti? I think we'll wind up ಅಲ್ಲ. Thank you so much ma'am for joining us. Ma'am ತುಂಬಾ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಒರೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಸಿದ ಗುರುಗಳು ನೀವು. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I think we'll come to the end of the session. I request Dr. Sulochana Chinivala ma'am to give vote of thanks. Ma'am, over to you.
Okay. Today's awareness program to know insightful webinar on topic Human Milk Banks organized by IMA KSB and State Ladies Wing Chairman Dr. Padma Prakash. I thank our guest speaker Dr. Janki SR for her dedicated service to mankind, especially the premature newborns, in saving their lives. Today, she shared her thoughts and experiences with us on this subject. We, the office bearers of IMA Ladies Wing, IMA and members of IMA are thankful for accepting our invitation and making this program successful. We also thank our President Dr. Veerbhadraya sir, Secretary Surraj sir, and all the past and present office bearers of IMA KSB, State KSB, who joined this program, and I thank all IMA members for joining this webinar and making it happen. Thank you, madam. Thank you for your insightful, thoughtful webinar.
Thank you for those very kind words, Dr. Sulochana. Thanks, Padma.
Thank you, ma'am.
And all
Thank you
IMA
so much,
members.
ma'am.
Thank
So
you.
every second Tuesday we have the program. So to all the members who are here, we'll catch up next month, second Tuesday at 9 p.m. with one more interesting topic. Till then, take care. Good night, all of you. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.